Hey guys, and welcome back. If you remember in the last video, I asked the question, how much does Reaper waste throwing his shotguns on the ground after every reload, and how much weight does Junkrat carry in a game of Overwatch? And so naturally, I've got another question, because in this crazy world that Blizzard has developed called Overwatch, there's a lot of weird stuff. I mean, not that a guy carrying thousands of pounds or someone throwing thousands of dollars of guns away isn't absurd enough already. So the question that I had this time was, what does it feel like to get hit by Doomfist? I mean, think about it. This guy has like a rocket fist. I mean, for God's sake, he launches Roadhog.
You don't want to get in the way of this.
So now to figure this information out, we went to the Google and we started looking up some things. One of those things was about how big or tall is Doomfist and what would he weigh. Now obviously there's nowhere that just tells you how much he weighs, but there is a place, overwatch.guide, that tells you that Doomfist is about 7'1". So he's a pretty tall guy. And then I just kind of went through and referred to what your average person would weigh at about 7'1", and you get about 260 pounds average for someone who's about 45 like Doomfist. And you know, with Doomfist being built like Kimbo Slice, and Kimbo Slice was almost 240 pounds, it makes sense. I don't know how tall Kimbo Slice was, but if I had to guess, it wasn't 7'1". And so now you might be asking, why does that matter? And you have to keep in mind, Doomfist propels himself with his fist and pretty much slams into you like a car wreck. So to know what it feels like, you've got to know how much weight is behind that punch. So we need to continue getting our weight together. Something we haven't added up right now is the weight of Doomfist's actual mechanical fist. And we can find that weight looking at the Hacksmith's channel, where he actually made the Doomfist fist. And the weight he came up with was
21.15 kilograms, or for the Americans, we have 46 pounds.
About 46 pounds, and that's just the fist part. That doesn't include the rest of the mechanical components that would go on to making it function. So I'm going to round that up to 50 pounds, knowing that it's probably more than 4 extra pounds that's going to equal out what it would weigh to have some giant mechanical fist, but it's already going to be ridiculous, so we might as well just, you know, take it lightly.
You must be joking.
So now we have all of Doomfist's weight. We have his body mass, his fist. The only thing we really need to figure out is how fast is he traveling when he's punching you, so we know how fast that weight is flying at you. So now if we look at Gamepedia, we can see his rocket punch moves 45 meters per second, and it has a maximum range of 20 meters and a minimum range of 6.4 meters. And if you're not familiar with meters per second, Doomfist is punching about 147 feet per second, or 100 miles per hour, and has a maximum travel distance of 65 feet. And that means Doomfist can travel his maximum distance in under half a second. And if you need a visual perspective for that, 65 feet is about 21 yards, meaning that if he were on a football field, he would hit the 20-yard line in like 0.4 seconds. So now I know this video has not been that long, but in essence, to answer the question, what would it feel like to get hit by Doomfist, considering he probably weighs about 260 plus pounds, and his fist probably weighs a good bit more than 50 pounds, and he's traveling roughly 100 miles per hour, it would be kind of like getting hit by a motorcycle at 100 miles per hour. And I say that because the average sports bike can weigh about 400 pounds. And I know he's roughly 300, but if we were to calculate his fist a bit higher with all the mechanical components and cybernetics, we could probably get him to 400 pounds. So yeah, I don't think you would survive getting hit by Doomfist, really no matter who you are. What's even more absurd is that honestly he probably wouldn't survive having his fist propel 100 miles per hour and pull his body with it. It would probably just tear his arm off if I had to guess. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this this little video. It wasn't quite as detailed or crazy as the other ones, but it was still a really cool look at some of the absurdity of Overwatch and one of its characters. And of course, if you did enjoy this, please make sure you hit the thumbs up. And if you want to see more stuff like this, make sure you subscribe, because I found these videos to be a bit of fun, and I definitely plan on making more of them in the future. So anyway, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.